How old are you, Musa?
I'm 25.
Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from DC.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is just
Oh, you don't know me?
No, I don't know you.
Huh?
I don't know you. I'm sorry.
Call
I
ask
don't
your
speak
people.
English. Huh?
Call and ask one of your people.
Call next one of my peoples. Oh, they don't know. I don't know
I bet they say they know me. Put it on speaker too.
you. Okay. My phone is gone. I don't have my phone.
Now, you know why they yum to DC?
DC?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm from.
I'm something like the mayor out there.
The mayor.
Yeah.
Something like it.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
So
one of my biggest That's one of my biggest meccas. Shout out to DC, man. Baltimore, Virginia, all of
Yo.
DMV, man. I love the DMV, man.
so what do you do for work?
A lot of things.
Man, nah, say what it is.
What's your main thing? What's your main thing?
My main thing?
Fucking.
I mean, I dance.
Oh, there we go.
Oh shit.
I told you.
No, I make content like. but not,
content.
But not sex. Like,
Fucker.
like not fucking.
Are you
Content,
also
like,
midnight ballerina or no?
I'm getting into that.
Okay, so what kind of dancing do you do then? Like we're talking go-go dancing?
Oh, yeah, like basically soca, dancehall, Caribbean.
Oh, reggae.
Copa.
So you get booked by like a club?
You said Ray J. I'll call Ray J right now and tell him to look.
Right?
All right, but you don't strip.
No, not
Okay,
yet. Not
but
yet.
you-
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah,
It's
Oh,
coming.
getting
It's
there.
It's
Yeah.
coming. I gotta get my teeth
All
done.
right, bet.
Okay.
We
but
up.
You said you're a dancer. Like, are we
Listen,
talking like
titties.
professional?
Like professional dancing.
Choreograph.
Yes. Choreography, yes, sir.
Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Highest education level completed.
Man, we gotta see
high
a step.
school.
We gotta see a step.
Yeah, do it.
No.
1, 2, 3, and 4, and.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
That's all you get.
That's it.
Relationship status.
I'm
So you
single.
Okay. Are your parents together?
Yes, they are.
Okay. Birth control review.
I guess. Yes.
Okay.
You guess.
Yeah.
No, I like that.
I mean, plan
Yes.
Bs, yeah.
And
I'm on something.
Yeah, plan Bs, yeah.
output race black or
I'm Caribbean.
where
Which part?
Me no black.
Barbados.
Oh my God.
Yeah, fresh.
Cheese on bread, you're awesome. Yeah, awesome. Cheese on bread.
You putting us to shame though. you about to strip nigga? Like what the heck?
No, he know it. Yeah.
That's sad.
He's Asian too.
What would Rihanna? What would Rihanna say to you?
What would Rihanna say to me?
You about to strip nigga? What the fuck? That's fine though.
Okay, who's up next?
Wait, hold on. Body count?
Well, I'm not ashamed. I mean, it's at least, I don't know, shit like. 80.
Wow, so you fucking.
Wait, you said 80?
I gotta be another one at it.
Wait, she said 80?
Did you say 80 or 80?
She's 80.
80? She got the wide receiver number. She's Jerry Rice, bro. Jerry Rice, bro.
I don't know.
Cheese
I don't know
on
the
bread.
number.
Now you don't know the number.
I don't know the number.
She said Jerry Rice. She said 80.
Now you
take
don't
it
know
80.
the number.
Take 80 Jerry Rice.
To the grave.
Jerry
Take it
Rice.
80.
Yo,
I'm joking.
and she's lying too, by the way.
I believe her.
It's a lot higher.
Gotta be higher than
How
that.
old you is again?
Who said that? 25.
Hey, you don't know your shit.
Oh, you getting
I'm
five.
not counting.
Okay, just give an estimate. Is it about 50?
That's it.
We'll give her 80.
80.
We'll give her 80.
All right.
80 is the estimate? Okay.
Yeah.
So it means
God
times
damn.
3, divide by 1.
240.
Add 10.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Not a damn 200. What?
And
Rookie
she's,
numbers.
and she's bi too.
Oh, yeah, I like girls.
Oh yeah.
Nah. 480.
She's up there. She's up there.
Girls do not count. What?
Okay, yeah, I was going to ask you.
yeah.
We're counting only men,
Only guys.
men 80. You got the number? Okay, all right, cool.
Me too.
All right. What about you?
I respect.
What's your name?
honesty, though.
I'm Brandy.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay.
Where you from?
I grew up in Jacksonville, Florida.
Sorry-
you like it.
sorry to hear
I
that.
like it. I like it.
Okay, what do you do for work?
I'm a content creator.
Oh, shit.
OnlyFans.
Yep.
Damn, what is going on with these women?
Right.
Everybody content
So I'm going to
creators.
assume it means
What content you
OnlyFans?
make though?
It does.
Okay.
What content you make though?
Stuff with just myself.
You be playing with yourself.
Damn, all the girls that sold their
Never guys?
soul. Shit.
Oh, you use
No,
the
never
rose?
guys.
You like the rose or the dildo?
More the rose.
Alright, so you don't like a big dick.
I don't know.
Okay. Highest education level completed for you? You go to
College.
college? Okay.
Yeah.
You have a bachelor's?
Associates.
Okay. And what'd you get in?
Sex.
General arts.
General arts.
Yeah, I
Okay.
couldn't decide.
Sex. Bro. Sex.
I'm better at that. So.
Sexology.
Relationship status?
Single.
Okay. Are your parents together?
No.
Okay. Birth control for you.
Hell no.
Wow.
She said, "Fuck it, nigga."
And then I'm gonna put race white or
White.
cool. And you said you're from Jackson. Do you live in Miami now? Or you're
Caucasian.
just,
The
I live
options,
in
the
Miami
options
now.
are low.
okay. But you're from Jacksonville originally.
Yeah, that's where I grew up.
Who's up next? And last but not least, what's your name?
Wait, did she say body count though?
Yeah, body count, Brandy.
13 and a half.
Liar.
Wait, liar.
One midget.
What does that mean? Can you explain the half?
Yeah. Okay, so,
Yo, D man, she capping, man.
That's
13.
so I
40 and a
was gonna
half.
hook up with this guy, and then, like, we were doing it,
Man,
but
say the
he
number.
wasn't
We don't
The
pillow talk.
second-
I
quite
don't give a fuck.
in. He was
No,
like
say what it
looking
is,
at
say
my
what it
inner
is.
thighs, and I was like,
You said what?
yeah,
He was doing it on your thighs.
yeah,
He was what?
between my inner thighs.
Which position?
So he was
is
So
that?
you ain't
you
let
out.
him
Yeah,
put it in?
he was on top.
And he was like this.
So you
Yeah.
so you didn't let
He
him
was
put it.
he was small. I think he thought it was in, and it wasn't.
Oh, don't embarrass my dad, man.
It's a damn shame.
Respect her.
Did you
That
tell
boy
him?
had a
or no?
wiener.
No, I couldn't. I couldn't.
You just let him finish.
Brandy,
He did not get another date after that, though.
I know.
Damn.
Hey, you know what I gotta tell you though?
A win's a win.
Respect her. Don't touch her.
Was he
Fuck her.
was he black or white?
White.
Of course, nigga.
You said he had a
Hey,
small.
hey. Now, honestly though, let's try that same sequence.
damn, fresh.
BBC in the building. Let's go.
He up, so
Well,
like,
ask her your favorite question.
Huh?
Ask her your favorite question.
Oh, well, I'm pretty sure it was obviously like done already. But you ever been with a black guy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I figured it's fine.
What you doing?
Get
with
his
it?
So just so I make sure I get this right. So you went on a date with a guy. You guys were hooking up, and he thought it was in, but it wasn't in. Just so I make
Yes.
sure I have that right.
But did you
Correct.
tell him no?
No, I did not.
Chat, we finna start the show
I
soon,
just
so
let it happen.
stay tuned, man. It's gonna be Savage
lay
Night
there and
News.
shit.
I'm
We
finna
got
start
soft.
soon. Let me just put this screen protector on my phone.
Probably. I don't
Well, I got
remember,
the
but I think
time.
so.
Wait,
Nah,
it's-
you
Yeah.
remember.
More than likely.
Inside of you?
Where did he finish?
No.
On the thighs? On your thighs?
The back.
I don't know, man.
I don't remember that part. I was so like.
It was just so many. It been so many niggas.
The-
you
yeah,
just don't
it was
remember
too
which.
crazy for me
I
to-
guess.
So many
remember.
nuts.
So
in
many
you,
nuts.
you just don't know.
You said what is the half? Where does that come from? 13 and a half.
Yeah, that's
Is it
what I
this
just
guy?
explained. Uh huh.
This guy is the half?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's the half.
All right. Interesting. What about you? What's your name?
My name is Nez.
Nez? Okay, how old are you, Nez?
I'm 28 years old, and
Where are you from?
I'm from Cali, San Francisco, Bay
Okay.
Area.
Bay. Okay. Do you live in Miami now or you're just visiting?
No, I've been living here for a year now, and
Okay.
I deliver for Amazon. So.
Okay.
Oh,
nice.
shit.
Yeah.
No,
Did you ever fuck with somebody on a delivery?
She busting. She working
I
Amazon.
fucked my trainer.
You know, you know.
Wait, what?
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
If you know, you fucking know.
Oh, you.
But I was just,
Do not fuck with the girls
like
that
3
work
years
at
ago. That was
Amazon.
a- Can you
You
explain?
get fired now,
Really?
That was for the last company.
Wait, can you Wait, can you explain? Okay, so you do Amazon delivery now, but like you said, you hooked up
Okay.
with your what?
Okay, before I left San Francisco, I was out there delivering, and I fucked my
For
trainer
Amazon
out
or
there.
another company?
For another company.
Oh.
Not
Oh,
when out
you was
here.
delivering
no
pussy.
trainers out here. Nah. Yep. But but yeah, like he was like, "Oh, you on break?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm taking my break right now. You trying to swoop?" And he came up. he came in his little Amazon truck and shit. We went in his van, and it was.
So he worked for Amazon. You didn't at the time.
No, I did.
Oh.
He was my at the time.
Oh,
He was training you.
trainer.
he was still-
Trainer. Oh,
at the time
okay.
he was still training me.
He's training you.
Gotcha.
too.
Okay, I thought you meant like gym trainer.
Wow.
Okay, like he was your
No.
trainer at Amazon,
Yes, at Amazon.
That's crazy, bro.
and y'all
I'm telling
smashed
you,
the
do
truck.
not date a bitch that work at
Oh,
Amazon.
they're gonna
You'll
find
be-
your ass now.
Hey,
But aren't the cameras?
Okay,
Gonna
but
be
that
blue.
was companies.
Aren't the cameras?
Not this company.
Isn't
not this
isn't the cameras in the van?
No, not in the van. There's outside the van. But the camera that's inside the van, you could close the door behind you, and there's no like camera behind where the packages are and shit.
That's crazy.
Like,
There you go.
I'm just saying, like,
Okay. Highest education level completed.
I went to college, but I dropped out.
Okay, so we'll put high school for that. Relationship status?
Single.
Okay. What happened? Amazon guy didn't work out?
No.
Understand? That's
No, it was he had too much going on. He had
So-
too much going on.
Too much bucks.
He had too many
Yeah,
deliveries.
he had too many baby mamas, too many he was just dealing with too much. It was just too
You were a fun time. That was it.
Yeah, it was just fun. Like
okay.
fun on the road.
And that's okay.
All right, friends together or no?
I agree.
No.
He wasn't
That's
fucking
San
with her.
Francisco.
Okay, birth control for you?
Can't be good. 'cause
No
niggas-
birth
man.
control.
Man, niggas really don't leave. Man.
And then race, black or Caribbean or?
No, I'm black, African American.
Okay,
So-
African American.
So that shit wouldn't get wet for cut.
And then
It was at the time.
At the time.
At the time.
What that mean?
body count. Body count.
I don't like the way she used her tongue to talk.
Okay, I got 31.
I don't
Bodies?
believe you, bro.
Yes.
You 28?
Yes.
I don't believe her, man. She lying, bro.
Okay. What would you be? What's your answer for me?
That's at
then?
least 40, 52.
Man, these numbers
You
are
fucking out
crazy.
working.
I know that y'all
Okay,
might
well,
think
that
these
was
numbers
just-
not
that
crazy,
was 3 years
but these
ago.
girls,
When I was
like,
working
they
at-
probably
don't
start.
count.
Let me just
Let me
hire.
pause this
can't
now, 'cause
trust-
I'm finna get into the show. I just had to put my screen protector on. You know that Galaxy Z Fold 7J. Y'all get y'all one, man. 1500. You might find one for 15 actually. But either way, damn, this motherfucker didn't go on like how I want to do. This dumbass case. It's okay. As long as the camera still works. Facts. So, yeah. That bitch went on sideways. It don't even matter. I could just do it again. I don't know if I should. Oh, I put that bitch on wrong. That's probably why. Oh, that is funny. Anyway, I want y'all to realize that these chicks, they body counts are crazy, G. Like, shorty's body count. We talking about some extravagant numbers here. They talking about 28, 35, 75. Like, these chicks probably start getting numbers at like, let's say 17, 16. 10 years in, they got over more than 3 bodies a year. It's cool. It is what it is. It's just shit. Good Lord. So if you paying for any pussy that's too expensive, you might have to realize that she gave it up to somebody else for much cheaper and much free. And they ain't have to go through the hustle and the bustle that you got to go through to get the same cat. I want y'all to understand that when y'all out here searching for that thing. She busted down to another dude for nothing, little nothing, but she making sure you buy dinner, take her out, all the shenanigans. Couldn't be me though. Yo, it's your boy Angelo Savage, man. I'll tell you what it do, what it don't. So let's get focused, man. It's your boy Angelo Savage. We get into the nitty gritty stuff that actually matters in the world, right? Stuff that actually matters in the world. And if it don't, then it won't. Check it out. It's your boy Angelo Savage, man. Y'all stay tuned. Let's start this show. This the Savage Night News. The daily show. Savage Reporting duty. Had to put a new screen protector on my phone because my screen protector broke. Get y'all a screen protector. Actually, get you a. Can y'all see it? It's supposed to be a privacy screen protector. Get y'all one of those. The new Samsungs come with the built-in privacy screen protector. That shit costs too much money though. People they tripping. Anyway, let me pull this up, and if we're gonna keep it going, man, make sure everything flowing, man. We're gonna get this night over with. Make sure I get y'all the news, what y'all need. All right, let's get it tuned, man. Record this up. All right, so for those that don't know, man, recently we got some crazy news that's going out in the industry. A lot of things happening, a lot of things not happening, man. And let's see, YouTube. some things can't be supervised or televised, man. And this is a situation where people need to understand and learn, live and learn. That's all that's going on, man. So let's start it off, man. Like we've been yelling for a long time, parents. Trump calls off signing the House bill. Earthquake in California. Okay. Yeah, we could just do these three real quick and call it a day. Okay, so basically what's happening now, they seem like testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. You can hear me fine? Let's get it. It seems like there has been massive fraud crackdown in the healthcare industry. So basically, back in the day, not too long ago, maybe the beginning of this year, last year, kind of going into, you got Nick Shirley. Nick Shirley started to investigate his own. He's a YouTuber. He started to go into these cities individually and start interviewing individuals. He is the sole reason why there was even a federal investigation into Minnesota, which is a big feat, due to the fact that he's a singular YouTuber, right? So he's the one that went into basically Minnesota and exposed the fraud, including the Luring Center. It was misspelled. They didn't have business, so he was curious on where is the money going, because they say yearly or monthly they're getting in this much clientele, this much money is coming from the state because it's public information, but yet no kids were found. Now, once he started bringing heat to this area, Minnesota, Minneapolis and Minnesota, that's when the feds started to get a hint of it. And then next, you know, he's on the PBD podcast. He's talking to Trump. He's talking with Kash Patel, FBI director. And basically, they're trying to get to the head of this. Come to find out, there has been a lot of healthcare fraud. Now, it's really common sense, because you know why they allow this to happen. And those that don't know, basically, even if you do or don't understand how the healthcare system works, Medicaid, Medicare is funded through the public. The public funds that to the feds. Feds funds it to the states. And usually that's how it's disputed. And then the states dispute it, how they dispute it, and regulate it how they're supposed to regulate it. But funds can be mistreated and misused. In this aspect, I want you guys to understand that they thought it was a hoax. This wasn't true. Minnesota's, that's not it. And once this fraud started to get exposed in Minnesota, former United States Vice President candidate who campaigned with Kamala Harris, Mr. Tim Walz, he decided not to run for a second term as mayoral. Second term because of the fact, another term, I don't know if that's his second or third, but he didn't want to run again due to the fact that of all the heat that was on him. There's a possible chance that there's a lot of fraud going on in his state, and he knows about it. Later down the road, this is the timeline I'm explaining to you. There was a woman, I forgot her name. She exposed that there were over $50 million of fraud done, and they ended up giving her like 45 years in prison. She whistle blew, but she still got charged for a lot of years. Now, I don't know how far they went past that. That happened this year, I believe. So, and that's when the Minnesota started to climb and climb and climb. To this day, we have another accomplishment. So it seems as if now they have found 455 individuals charged in the recent healthcare fraud. And this healthcare, it's all around the state. I believe it's in 46 states in America right now. So, and that's fraud around everywhere. But the thing is, there's probably a lot of fraud that's not found, because there's a lot of things they can't identify because there might be a paper trail with it. But you get what I'm saying? Like, it's the same thing with the Big Pharma. Big Pharma charges nursing homes, if you guys don't know. Big Pharma charges nurses home like $10 for a pill of ibuprofen, even though the pill only costs like 15 cents. Does that make sense? And that's how they get their money. They like double and triple cost. Now, the government could stop this, but they don't. They allow Big Pharma to finesse the government out of money. Same goes with insurance companies and stuff. So I just want to let y'all know that backstory of how that works. Now, back to the story at hand. Now we have basically, these are the feds announcing that they've recovered about $6.2 billion in fraud, money being misused or frauded out of the state or the country itself. So let's go. It's your boy Angelo Savage, man. This is the Savage Report. This is Savage Night News, CNN or SNN. So I want y'all to subscribe right now. Make sure you put the like in the in the video. Let's up that algorithm. Appreciate the love. Don't forget to subscribe if you want me to read your chats after the commentary. Let's get it. It's your boy Savage. Tell me what y'all think about this, man. It's a cold world. And this applies to everybody. I hope for those who are listening, which are the smart individuals, I want you to understand, and you probably do, why this is important. This is a very important thing, and everyone should understand what's happening because your money is being used for someone else's need, and they're not even said American. Let's just go. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Make sure you subscribe. Let's go.
Good morning, everybody. Today we are here to announce the results of the 2026 National Healthcare Fraud Takedown. This announcement marks the greatest combined federal and state effort in combating healthcare fraud in history. Thanks to the leadership of President Trump and the Vice President and all those folks standing behind me and next to me, we are more united than ever before. This team is working tirelessly to take down fraudsters who steal from taxpayer-funded programs and prey on vulnerable Americans. When we talk about the team that's working on these cases, I want to give some context around that. There are 9 healthcare fraud strike forces that have been part of this effort, 57 U.S. attorneys' offices, 41 state attorney general's offices, not red states, not blue states, but both working together with the federal government. Multiple law enforcement agencies, including inspector generals, some of the agencies that are here with me on this stage. That's what we talk about when we say this is an all-government approach to combating fraud. It's not just the Department of Justice. It's not just HHS. It's all government, including working with our state and local partners. Today, we are announcing federal and state charges, all of which were charged or unsealed at some point over the past 2 weeks, the past 14 days, coordinated nationwide action. Since June 8th, we've charged 455 defendants across 56, like I said a minute ago, U.S. attorneys' offices, and 45 U.S. states and territories. As alleged in the various indictments, these individuals participated in healthcare fraud schemes involving over $6.5 billion in false claims submitted to Medicare, Medicaid, and other healthcare programs. The team around me will get into more specifics, but here are a few points that stand out. In one indictment, we're bringing charges against a corporate executive in Arizona in connection to over a $1 billion fraud involving unnecessary wound grafts. This alleged scheme costs Medicare over $1 million per patient. In total, our indictment charges 11 defendants for over $2 billion in fraudulent claims in connection to alleged wound care schemes.
What?
The indictment also alleges that these individuals then used the taxpayer money to bankroll multi-million-dollar homes, luxury vehicles like a $135,000 Maserati, jewelry like an $865,000 Bulgari necklace, and to top it all off, to fund the construction of a $4.6 million hotel at a beach resort in the Philippines. We're taking back the money, the luxury cars, the jewelry, and these alleged fraudsters will face justice. The coordinated actions of the past 2 weeks have resulted in over $182 million in cash and other assets seized, making clear our healthcare fraud enforcement efforts generate a significant return on investment for our taxpayers.
Wait, pause. That's not a good significant return. Why do I say that? They took over $6.5 billion, G. You got 1.8 milli back? What? That's not even like a percentage. Facts, bro. You ain't get 6 million back at least to get at least a 1%? Bro, literally. So out of $6.5 billion, you got $180 million back. Come on, bro. Talking about significant return. There was no significant return. Yes, to the small fish. Oh, yeah, we made our money back. No, you didn't make your money back. Barely. They taking the money, lying about wound care, taking it back to their natural country, the Philippines, he just said, buying multi-million-dollar hotels, building their infrastructure back in their original land, trafficking our American dollars back to their countries, to the Philippines, to Somalia, to Africa. Bro, I don't think y'all understand what I'm saying here now. They understood the system and they knew there was a loophole. The same system in liberal cities that allow people to take advantage of. No questions asked. Oh, man. This is it's sickening to watch. I'm not going to lie.
In terms of Medicaid fraud, we're able to announce today the creation of the West Coast Strike Force and the deployment of additional prosecutors, allowing us to bring charges against a record-setting 295 defendants. Our indictments allege over $518 million in Medicaid fraud between these individual defendants. You're going to hear from Director Patel in a moment, but apprehending alleged fraudsters remains a top priority of the Department of Justice and the FBI and our other law enforcement partners, including the DEA, who's here as well. At last year's takedown, a year ago, we charged multiple individuals for allegedly running a $10.6 billion medical equipment scheme using stolen identities to make false Medicare claims. Today, I can announce that earlier this month, we apprehended 2 of those defendants extradited from Estonia. Separately, over the weekend, we conducted the foreign transfer to custody of a defendant who is allegedly connected to another $3.7 billion in intended loss. I want to thank our tireless federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies.
Man, what have we done? And that's the question we need to ask ourselves. What have we done? What can of worms have we opened? Why have we allowed this to happen? I want y'all to do math. If the average person, say give or take, pays about $5,000 to $6,000 of tax money per year, right? And that's on average. Someone making about 50, 60,000-ish. You pay about like $6,000-7-ish per year. And they've stole $6.5 billion worth of taxpayers' money. Bro, we're looking at like about, give or take, range about 1.1 million people. And their tax returns has been given to fraud in the healthcare industry. No real service. It has been given to no one. And that money has been taken from you, the taxpayer, given to the feds give it to the states give it and distribute it to them. And then this is why I tell people that they should be concerned. They should be concerned because this is your money, your yearly taxes that they're taking and giving it to someone else. And then that person understands the mission and they know the system that they're allowed to finesse. Liberal states that don't want any record of people being treated due to the fact that they might be immigrated status. But instead of people actually using that for immigration or whatever, people that shouldn't be tracked, they're actually using it to finesse and saying they're giving service. Like I said, it's like someone giving you a Tylenol and charging you $15 for it. And it only cost them like 15-30 cents. But they're not even doing that. They're saying they're giving you the Tylenol and they're not giving it to you. And they're just charging you $15 for it or $30 for that one pill. It's exactly how it works. I guarantee if you go call the hospital and call billing and you see how much they charge per medicine they give you, bro, it's like 50x, 100%, 50x. They'll never give you the medication for what they bought it for. They'll never even give you the medication for 10 times of what they bought it for. They're going to sell it to you 50x. But in this situation, they saying they're giving certain service. It's like you saying you get an MRI, you never got an MRI, so they charge $15,000 to your insurance company. But the government is funding your insurance company. Insurance fraud, healthcare fraud, shit. Immigration fraud, shit. Niggas should be out of here. Like, and then they take the money and send it back to the Philippines, all this other stuff. Russia. They're using it's all out in California. There's hella fraud in Illinois. I just want you guys to understand the severity of the situation. It's very, very severe. Now, what can we do about it? Well, we can't do nothing, but we can stop and we can hold the requirements to the fire. We can hold the state and the federals to the fire. We can be like, hey man, y'all using our money, y'all giving our money away. Where is our money going? Because that would be the same reason they increase the taxes to pay for things that's being defrauded from them. Imagine they said, okay, we have to increase the taxes. Sorry, it's for the disenfranchised. Whole time they're not using for disenfranchised. They're using for people to take advantage of it, creating jobs that don't exist to fund their friends and their buddies. Now, let me give you a close example. Basically, recently, J.B. Prister has made it a requirement for kids from what grade? I think 3rd grade to 12, 3 to 12, to have a mandatory mental health evaluation, right? And some most might say that's not a bad thing. Okay, it's not a bad thing, but they're forcing your kid to have it, right? And guess in the state of Illinois, guess who runs the only company that can do those tests to make your kid get a health care evaluation? It's J.B. Prister's own brother-in-law. Now, for those that don't understand or comprehend that, you have the governor of a certain state, a big state. They make a requirement by the state that this has to happen through 3 through 12th grade for the kids. And then they put in power their own family members to control it, and that's the only person that can do it. That's laundering, bro. But no, but they'll send somebody to jail for murder, let's say. And that's fine. You shouldn't hurt nobody, but when you're stealing $6.5 billion, what does that equate to? Shit, I don't know nobody life worth that much. I ain't gonna lie with you. And I ain't talking about no fancy individual out here that's like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. And I'm talking about a regular smuggler person. These are regular people, but they're finessing the government at the billions of dollars. I think that's almost even worse than killing someone, because for an individual to make that much money, you would need about 1 million individuals. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching on that situation. I just think that this is a very, very serious situation, and we need to look into this. Not only look into it, because this is your money. This is my money. This is your money. This is everybody's money. But it's being defrauded by people that don't actually belong here. Now, that's the same thing for immigration when everyone's using the America to get ahead, and they're like, well, this is the land of the free, but this ain't this the land of the free, but it ain't land of the free. You ain't supposed to just get shit for free because you're here. You finesse the born Americans that are here, and the government allows it to happen, and we have no choice. So tax everybody because they can't manage the budget correctly, right? And then once they allow the fraud to happen, not saying they might be included in there or not, then they increase the taxes again. Oh man, we're running out of money. I'm only going to be in office for another year. Let's do a budget that says that this happens by mandatory. We have no choice but this to happen. We got to increase this, increase that, increase that. Oh, they can handle it. They can handle it. We didn't give them an increase on pay, but they can handle it. I don't think you guys are understanding the severity of the situation here. Most people don't, but they will. Because the older you get, the more wise you become on these certain situations. And these certain situations is imminent to the humans. Actually, this is imminent to Americans. Forget everybody else. So we need to be more selfish with our resources. We need to understand that everybody wants to be in America. Everybody wants to take advantage of the system that allows them to take advantage of. That's why certain people enjoy having a president that put his foot down. But president means nothing when the Supreme Court goes over his head and say, nope, you can't allow that. They can eat all the type of snacks they want to. You can't restrict that. We don't care if it's nutritious or not, even though it funds it back into the system. Y'all got to understand that the system is not meant for at least the middle class to flourish. It's literally meant for you to stay stagnant. You're literally taxed the most. The middle class, the lower class, the low class, and the high class are not taxed as much because the high class understands the game and the low class doesn't make enough for them to get taxed. So who do they tax? They tax the people in the middle trying to make it, just trying to feed their family. Those are the ones that are responsible to repopulate the American country. Those are the same ones that are being taxed the most. No one's hearing you, though. Imagine you're an employee. I'm going to give you an example, and we're going to skip subjects. Imagine you're an employee. You're bringing most of the revenue in the company. Of course, you're not the leader. That's fine. But they should heave to some of the information that you have because it's very important. You tell him very important information. He doesn't listen to you. He doesn't give a damn, even though all the revenue is coming from your sector of people. He listens to the one that doesn't work. Or he's listening to the high up that doesn't see anything go on and not the person that's actually in the game, actually making it move. And that's the person that's having the most amount of work, but is being heard the least. That's what's going on right now. Us that sit in the middle class, they're not hearing us. They're allowing people to come in and take our money from us. By force, we have no say. We can't stop from paying taxes, right? They're going to force us to do it, and that's fine. But the problem is when you allow these companies or these people, these people are going to get arrested, bro. I guarantee you none of them serve over 20 years. They can steal billions of dollars, but none of them are going to probably serve over 20 years. And let's say they did, right? They get a 30 ball. It's all worth it when it was billions of dollars on the line, right? It's all been, you just made a foundation. At least you know you're getting out. And you got money stashed. They didn't make no profits from. They made 180 million back from $6.5 billion lost. They already took the money and put it elsewhere. They already laundered it into other businesses and making it work. Their little time is okay. So I want you guys to understand the severity of the situation. The middle class is going to be the class of the poor eventually. You have to get up higher or you have to go back lower. How do you want to do it? But you can't stay in the middle. The middle is where you're drowning. You're trying to always float. This isn't it, ladies and gentlemen. I need you to understand the severity of it. You're either going to be poor or you're going to be rich. And I advise you to pick rich because poor is in the middle is where they're finessing. And your voices are not being heard. But they want your voice. They want your vote, though. So it's your boy Angelo Savage, man. Open y'all eyes and see what's actually going on around here. A lot of people are confused. They don't understand, and they don't care to understand. They're NPCs. They walk around drifting, while the ones like us, we wake up, we look up in the mirror, we're like, I got to work again. Why did my taxes increase and my pay didn't increase? Why do I have to pay more and I'm not getting more? It's almost like a cycle that is not meant for me to get through it. Maybe I got to make something happen. But whatever I got to do, I can't stay in the middle. It's your boy Savage. Tell me what y'all think about this in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video for the YouTube algorithm, man. It's your boy Savage. We out of here. It's Savage Night News. Peace. Let's go over to this comment section, see what y'all talking about. Oh, yeah, we got the comments busting. It says Steph Willis. Is that Willis? This is a serious situation. People vote for these same people who misuse their hard-earned funds. Facts. They even increase the amount of money that they get from us. They're like, well, we're going to put ourselves on a $100,000 salary. We're going to give ourselves another $120,000. While our salary is not going up less than 2%. While the property tax is going up about that same rate. Do y'all understand the balance? The amount of money coming in, right, is supposed to increase right over time. If you stay at the same job. And in nursing, at the job I'm in, if you go to a different job, you start over. That's kind of exactly how it is. So that means you're forced to stay at the same job. Your employer knows you have to stay there, or you know they're going to be paid less. It's the same for insurance. They're like, well, if we fire you, you're going to lose your insurance. So we're going to mistreat you how we want to mistreat you. That's why you stay in good health. Anyway, money's coming in. You get the less than 2% coming in, right? That less than 2% coming in, and then what's also increasing? The taxes on things. So you're balancing out, and then the taxes are overcoming the amount of money that you got coming in. And you're working the max unless you have to, by force, work doubles just to provide the same lifestyle you had last year. Why? Is because the taxes keep increasing in the area that you're in, the job opportunity you have, resources, everything. They're like, well, we want a penny pinch more. What more? Can we increase the tolls? Let's charge them for bags at the grocery store. This is Chicago, by the way, I'm talking about. Let's increase the tolls, and this is recently happening. Let's charge them for the bags. Let's let's put a gas tax. Let's put a food tax. And let's say that we're helping to disenfranchise and we're putting it towards the fire department and the police department, but yet the murder rate is still high and nothing's actually being solved. Sometimes we have to sit down and ask ourselves, where is our money going? And this is why a lot of people hated Elon Musk. A lot of people hated Doge, but you got to understand, you're paying for this. Regardless if you don't like Elon Musk, he's focused. He's in his own little zone. We're still paying. This money's coming out of our pocket. Facts. Whether if you like them or not, we need a Doge for every state so we can find this type of stuff easier, faster. All right. I already subscribed. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Heavy situation. The rich get richer. The rich needs to get richer. The rich understands that it's either you go up or you down, but don't stay in the middle. So I need y'all to understand, don't hate the rich, be like them. Because there's only two options of this situation. If you're in the middle, you're going to suffer. And they're going to have you with that mentality that the rich is evil, the rich is evil. No, the rich is not evil. They just understand the game. And the game is not to be in the middle. That's all. Don't get mad at someone that figured it out. They just know better. It's either that or you go back into the bottom. Sorry, the middles are actually being taken advantage of the most. Like I said, to the humans, question mark. I don't know what that meant. Oh, yeah. You funny as hell. To the Americans. Yeah. You said to the humans. I said that. My bad. People will take notice when they are affected on the ground level and they're seeing the real time when they feel it's in their pockets. Dude, no one feels or understand anything until it's actually hitting your pockets. Until I break down logic to you, you might not understand that the money, and you got to think about this in the future. In the future, I should be making $100,000, bro. Look, even if you made $100,000 a year, bro, in like say 10, 15 years, the price of the shit that you have to fund has went up that amount of money where it just balances out. That's what I'm saying. It's going to balance out. Tax either plateaus or goes up. Shit either plateau, it never goes back down. Taxes don't go down, bro. And then the Medicare thing. Oh, Social Security, we didn't even speak on that. Social Security, we're going to run out of that in 2032. My generation at 28, 29 years old now, by the time I hit 67, which I know they're going to push it back, they're going to have to push back the retirement age to at least 70 by the time I get there. So we're looking at another 40 years get down the range. I don't have any Social Security. Neither did anyone around my range age group either. So you guys need to just stop relying on the government immediately and figure out how to get above the middle class, because the middle class is not safe. It's actually a very dangerous area. They're going to take care of the poor. They're not going to take care of the middle class. And the rich class already taking care of themselves. Y'all got to understand it's just basic knowledge, actually. If you just sit down and honestly put two to two together, it makes sense. I feel like a lot of people are just so active, they're not really comprehending the severity of their life. So they're like, well, the government has me. Do y'all really trust the government like that? I want to ask y'all really a deliberate question. Think to yourself, do you really trust the government? They literally just said they can't pay Social Security by 2032. Nigga, I'm not retiring till 2080. What do you mean 2032? Where's my money? I've been funding it since I was, 16 years old. What do you mean? So now I have to figure out how the government is going to come up with an alternative to pay for my retirement, at least for Social Security needs. I've been funding it this whole time. And that's when shit gets scary, when you start thinking about the numbers, because they're thinking about the numbers. When you look back and you can't really invest into nothing, not because you're not working, it's because everything's going up with your increase of your increased pay. You get a little bonus. You think that that's all fine. You got to pay tax on that bonus now. Taxman is eating up everything. Y'all want to protest the ICE? Y'all should have protested IRS. That's the true enemy of the state. Anyway, let's keep it going. Already happened. I learned that a rich person, he said, I learned from a rich person, and it was years ago, that there is no middle anymore. You can handle anything that can come, or you can't. Simple as that. The middle's still there if you think about it. It's the K-shaped economy. The middle's there, but it's separated. It's going to. I give it 10 years. I'll give it 5 years because AI and shit. Once 5 years happen of this advancement of AI that we're going through right now, there's no middle class. Like I'm telling you right now, everybody's going to understand it. But by the time they understand it, it's going to be too late. It's your boy Savage, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Let's keep it moving. So actually, while we're still talking about the feds, let's go directly to the feds now. Let's go to the feds, brother. We're going to keep it strictly federal. I like the feds, man, because y'all got to understand there's levels to this shit now. How you think we funding it? So this situation, it seems as if the federal judge blocks the SNAP restrictions on sugary foods in Ohio, Iowa, and other states. I wonder what happens. I think that's what happens. Anyway, let's play the video. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Make sure y'all subscribe. It's the daily night news, man. Let's keep it moving.
This morning, a federal judge has blocked restrictions on what SNAP recipients can buy in Iowa and 4 other states.
And those restrictions kept people from using SNAP benefits for sugary items like soda and candy. KCRG TV9's Charles Hart joins us in studio with more on this ruling. Charles?
Yeah, Kristen, people from each of those 5 states, Iowa, Colorado, Nebraska, Tennessee, and West Virginia, sued the U.S. Department of Agriculture over those restrictions. They argued the limits would undermine their access to food. The plaintiffs said they or family members rely on restricted foods to manage health conditions such as diabetes or allergies. Their lawsuit also claimed the USDA changed the legal definition of food without public notice. On Monday, a federal judge ruled the department had overstepped its authority. Our coverage partner, KCCI, reports the groups that brought the lawsuit released a statement saying this decision makes clear that the USDA cannot bypass the legal guardrails that establish how SNAP must operate across the country. And the USDA released a statement to Reuters saying the idea that taxpayer funds should not be used to purchase junk food should not be controversial. USDA will not be backing down from the fight to make America healthy again, including for families and communities reliant on SNAP. Now, we reached out to the Iowa Department of Health and Human Services very early this morning for comment, and we have not heard back. In the studio, Charles Hart, KCR.
Yeah, so basically what I'm hearing here is just like they said, the USDA, come on, can we be reasonable here? They fighting to eat junk food. Look, we have the biggest obesity rate in the world, bro. And we're fighting for junk food when it's supplemental, nutritious, what is that? How do you say it? Let's see.
Makes clear.
Sorry.
Lawsuit also of food without
supplemental nutrition assistance program. We call it Link over here in Chicago, but it's SNAP. You know, I was raised on SNAP. Now, SNAP was good growing up. I'm not going to lie. But what I did notice is that certain things we should not be buying. Yes, ice cream, cake, Little Debbie snacks. They talking about it's for diabetes. Man, that's why you got diabetes, because you're eating all the sugary snacks. Now, if y'all want me to get actually really deep into it, I want y'all to understand why this happened. The biggest, for PepsiCo, I think Coca-Cola, whoever the biggest pop company, I think it's Pepsi. They're the main purchase item on EBT is sugary drinks, bro. Who owns the majority of the sugary drinks? Pepsi. You know they had to step in and be like, hey man, we can't let this go through now. It's gonna fuck up the money. And when y'all think that far, y'all gotta understand, when you have a certain company that makes billions of dollars a year, majority of the purchases from your billion-dollar company comes from federal funds of people that can't control their habits. Of course, you have regular people that are going to buy the pops too, but then you have people that don't have a value to the dollar because the dollar is a card, and the card is supplemented by the government. And this is hypothetically speaking, as the biggest company in the world when it comes to beverages, and I bought out all my competition, I have a monopoly on beverages. I'm going to petition, campaign. I will buy politicians to make sure that federal benefits are coming in my direction because it's guaranteed pay. Did y'all understand what I said there? I'm a $1 billion business and I will pay off any politician, or I will petition somehow to get you to keep funding my $1 billion business because the SNAP beneficiaries are using majority of their SNAP benefits to fund beverages that are bad for you, like pop, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, ginger ale. How you think they stay in business like that, man? How do you think they stay in business? The government is supplementing people that make stupid decisions, and they give them the money. And then those people give it to the billionaires. And then you're mad at the billionaires. There's a lot more millionaires and billionaires than you actually think. And it's all probably from government fraud. This is fraud in a way. But people are like, oh no, I petitioned, I paid, I put billions of dollars on this campaign to make sure he got hired because he fucks with my company. Nah, man, y'all make sure he got hired just so he makes sure that this doesn't stop. Most liberals will fund this because they know that they want to give the supplemented stuff without even questioning it. See, let's just say this. Any money or dollar given has been coming from a certain direction. It's not free. It never was free. So if $1 is given to this person in SNAP benefits, that's a real dollar. That equates to real money. This is just not a number and stuff they put on the card. This money has been taken from these people and given to these people. This money has been taken from majority of the middle class that pay the majority of the taxes, other than the rich that pay a higher percent, of course, right? Majority of the middle people are sitting in the middle class. They take that money and they give it to the poor to eat. You're funding their bad habits. And then what do you do next? And since they're getting SNAP benefits, what else do they get because they're poor? Medicare. They get health benefits. But it's like a continuous cycle. You got, I call it big soda or big pop. Big pop pays for the politicians to keep shit moving so then they can put the money back in their hands. And then also big pharma also pays those same politicians to keep the money cycling because Medicaid and Medicare goes back into their pockets as well. So it's really just a big cycle of fraud off the government. So you have to fund anything. Like literally, if I was, let's just hypothetically speak, right? Tell me if I'm not making sense here now. If I owned a Planned Parenthood, right? Say if I was Catholic or whatever, I don't really, but you're a moneymaker. You don't care about your religious beliefs when it comes to the money. And I have a Planned Parenthood and I own the majority of the companies. I would pay to petition on certain presidents, liberal ones that are pro-choice, just so they can win, so they can continually fund my business, because I know they're going to allow my business to stay up and allow people to pay me. And then next, you know it, those people come to my place, and even though it's degenerate, I don't care, because it's about the money. And the reason I say this is because the government has allowed external companies to capitalize off of the general public so much and so long. And now it's becoming more and more noticeable. Maybe it's the tech, but now it's becoming absolute noticeable. We notice now that so now the people that are in the middle class are funding for the poor people to use the SNAP benefits, which inevitably gives them diabetes and bad health. And then we give them also, the middle class is funding their Medicare, which other companies are finessing billions of dollars from, of fake stuff that they don't need to be taken care of. Look, everybody, I want you to understand this. It's our duty and our responsibility to figure out how much taxes we cannot pay. Because if they're not doing what you're saying with the money, right? Say, hypothetically speaking, the government's not doing what you want them to do with your money. It's probably best to figure out a way so you don't pay taxes. So it's not your money that they're messing up. You get what I'm saying here? Does this make sense? Or am I talking over a few heads here? It's probably in your best interest to figure out how you can make money so you don't have to pay taxes. Because the tax money is going to people that you don't agree on their lifestyle. You don't agree on how it's being spent. Like, there's no solution to this. The solution is to take away and restrict sugary items that will prevent them from inevitably using Medicaid, Medicare, Medicaid. They're like, oh, my mouth, my choice. But that's my dollars, though. If I'm going to fund you supplementally, temporarily, then you should be eating at least not sugary snacks that cause more health problems, or cause you to be lazy. Cortisol spike and then drop. Now you're lazy. Now you're eating off the system. Now you're on unemployment, SNAP, and you getting you on unemployment, SNAP, and you getting Medicare. Come on, bro. We literally funding people's lives, and then they die off, or they become so. Or I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of people. They have no goals. They're overweight. They're fat. No goals. Eating sugary snacks. Lifestyle is funded. We're just creating a bunch of wealth kids that are off they sucking on the titty of the government. And since they know they're taken care of, they be like, you're supposed to do this. I'm poor. You're obligated to take care of me. I am poor. Why would I do better? You know why there's a lot of homeless people on the streets? A lot of them not even homeless because they're homeless. It's just easier. It's easier to just ask people for money. You get better benefits. Literally. Try to go to school as a lower class person, and then try to go to school as a middle class person. The middle class person paying way more money in taxes, way more money in schooling, way more money in food, because he's hit a bracket where he must fend for himself. But $10,000 to $20,000 less under this bracket, everything is funded for you. So, as a person that was on the system, why would I leave the system if the system is so sweet? Why would I leave a sweet system if the system is so sweet just so I can struggle? So why are we're decentralizing the poor to even do better for themselves? So it's just an inevitable long-term funding of poor people, which is fine. I guess if they need it, they need it. But we're making people, they don't need it, they just want it. The same ones bringing the kids in. Believe me, I was the same type of kid. My OG had 4 kids, bro. There's time. We on EBT, we on Link, we on Section 8, Medicare. I'm telling you the game. I'm from the rack, B. I'm from the rack. Every black kid probably been through this, at least if you from my area. We've used the whole system, but it's a temporary system. You use it to get from a certain area, and then you move around and let somebody else use it that needs it. If you don't need it, don't use it. Since I've turned 18 years old, I ain't never been on that since. I've been on my shit since, and now I'm waking up and seeing like, damn, my life is much harder than an individual that makes $10,000 to $15,000 less to me, and I have way more responsibility than him. His life is funded. He or she is at a plateau that benefits his life by doing nothing. It's actually best. It's as if they're incentivizing you to be nothing. They're incentivizing you to be weak. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to get out that middle class, brother. Don't blame the rich for doing what they're supposed to do. You just don't become poor. That's it. Actually, poor might be better for you. I'm not going to lie. If you think about the numbers. Just think about the numbers. The numbers don't lie. Men lie, women lie. Them numbers don't lie. And the numbers state that if you're poor, you get more benefits than if you were middle class. So it's best to either be poor or it's best to either get rich. So pick your K shape. You want it at the top, you want it at the bottom. But it's the government. They're incentivizing this, G, while taking your money and doing whatever they want with it and supporting whoever they want with it. It's like, dude, this is my money. I don't want to fund wars. I don't want to fund a genocide. I don't want to fund fat people eating sugary snacks. Sorry. I don't want to fund that. Okay? Oh, you don't want to fund it? Too bad. It's no longer your money and you must pay it. That's what the government's saying to you. It's not your money. It's our money. You're just making it for us. Let's equate this to this. You work 12 months a year. The government's taking about 2 months of your living. You're basically your net, your gross. 2 months of that, of your 12 months, they're taking. It's their shit. All of it. If you want to equate the difference of what's going on when you're in the middle class. About 2 months of your checks are theirs completely. Maybe 2.5. So there are pimp, but there's ways around it. So just know when they're not restricting, I know people will be like, oh, well, they shouldn't restrict people's mouths. Yeah. But it's a curve. As soon as you pay for them to buy sugary snacks, they're eating the sugary snacks. Why is Pepsi getting most of their money from EBT recipients? Literally. If they literally didn't get their money from EBT recipients, they literally would damn near crash. So why do you think this is? Now, there's things. I think if the federal judge blocks this, I think Trump can't do nothing right now. I think they have to go up higher to the Supreme Court. That's what I believe. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to verify that. I was trying to verify it a second ago. But I believe if the federal judges have blocked it, I think Trump has to now get it to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court has to say on it. Now, this is very important because if the Supreme Court says no, he can't enforce that. That means, bro, inevitably you will be funding somebody's demise, their self-destructiveness, their eating habits. While you're eating good, your tax money is being taken from you and given to someone that wants to eat bad. And then more of your tax money is being taken to give that person health care for eating bad. Come on now. It's a cycle. We got to get out of it. It's your boy, Angelo Savage. Tell me what y'all think about this in the comments section. Don't forget to like the video for the YouTube algorithm. It's your boy, Angelo Savage. It's Savage Night News. CSS. The CNN. Savage Night News. SNN. My nigga. It's your boy, Savage. Let's keep it going. All right, let's hit the chats real quick. Let's get to this next one. It said no Pepsi, Coke, or even small companies. No lie, Pepsi, Coke, even small companies. So it's going to get deep. To be honest, retail level will feel that one. No lie. This is exactly what will happen. Facts. I'm telling you the gameplay. I'm very optimistic, but I'm also a thinker. I'm a thinker. If you need a strategist on your team, I'm that person. I'm the person. I play chess with life. I'm 10 steps ahead, bro. I'm thinking what they're thinking about as they're thinking about it. And I wasn't told it. And then they announce it like 3-4 days later. That's how far I'm tracking shit. I'm on shit. I'm on it. I'm a thinker. So when you messing with a thinker, man, the type of information that goes to your brain is different than the regular NPC that just goes with the flow. To be honest, I think this is them putting foot on the necks of the beverage companies. Nah, bro, that's the beverage companies putting the foot on the neck of the government, bro. Like, for instance, we don't know what's going on behind the stage with these federal judges. Federal judges being paid off by these billionaire companies. Hey, bro, send you another $5 million. Block that for it. That's all you got to do. Block it. Okay. Cause restriction. Here's $1 million. Cause a little restriction. Or here's a vacation. I'll pay for it. Here's a gift. I'll pay for it. Cause a disruption in the market. That little withhold will make us $10 million, $10 billion, $100 billion within this span. All I just need you to do is block it. I throw you $5 million. Make it a gift. That's exactly, bro. Y'all think shit ain't like that? Y'all think motherfuckers righteous, huh? Yeah, man. We dealing with the United States of America, brother. We dealing with a lot of money. Y'all gotta understand what's going on. Steph Willis, appreciate the jewels, brother. He said, brother, truth. I agree with that. What you're saying. Yes. Make sure y'all subscribe. Y'all fuck with me. Subscribe with it. I'm telling you, I'm not finna teach y'all any weak mindset. Y'all gonna know the truth with me. If y'all gonna mess with me, y'all gotta know the truth. Cause I can only tell the truth. Or if I don't tell you the truth, I'm lying to myself. And I can't lie to myself. I've been putting that in play, getting next level with it. About to start a trust to protect my business, bro. Protect everything, G. I'm starting to think that the government wants you to be married in order to get you through divorce court, knowing that they incentivize women to make certain free choices, knowing that they'll leave. Almost putting shit in their way so they can make a decision to dip because they have a fear of missing out, stronger than men. Causing a divorce in the system, making men start over their whole path, knowing that they're going to divide it up how they feel. It's like almost you got to almost look at it like, wait, if they're doing this with my money, why everything is almost a trap to get and extract every dollar from you. Everything. Temporary assistance key term. Yeah, it's supposed to be temporary. Some people be on that shit for 4, 5 years, 6, 7 years, bro. Facts. Renee, thank you for the 100 jewels. Willis, that's how it's supposed to be used, as limited individuals to become a slave to the jazz. You hit it right on the nose. Yeah, man. The system is originally like, hey, man, no man in the house. If you have a man in the house, you don't get government subsidy. It was caused to cause a disruption. See, so certain women, of course, after World War, was it II? It was supposed to be for help, and then it went from help to kind of disrupting service. They're like, all right, since the women like to work now, they would cause an uptick in the market. It's not about your freedoms. It's not about they caring about what you like to eat. It's literally about money, all of it. It's all about money. It has nothing to do with they're caring about you. Nobody cares about you, bro. It's literally to extract as much money as they can from you, to launder it and clean it up. It's crazy, and it's been happening forever. Government wants us sucking at their feet like a baby rely on the mother. Well, we're going to suck on their feet anyway because they force us to do it. FDA needs to reamp most world countries and most ingredients in our. Yeah, see, the FDA is forcing it on. That's how you got to do it. The FDA has to force the healthy things on the companies, but then you got the USDA, and they are telling you like, man, you can't even just buy this shit. And they're like, nah, you can't do that. Like, come on, who can then? How do we restrict people from buying crazy shit? We restrict them from buying alcohol, right? You can't buy tobacco with these SNAP benefits, SNAP cash. You can't buy alcohol with that. We restricted that. You can't buy a lot of physical stuff. You can't buy in certain areas, like in Illinois, you can't buy hot things. I know in Georgia you can. That makes too much sense. Yep, facts. Why our food pyramid was backwards for decades. Yeah, that's what they say. I think JFK, he reversed it, like upside down pyramid. Bro, whatever the government makes up, bro, just make your own shit up. Do not follow the government. Like it's all incentivized to fund shit into certain funnels so they can use it to fund people's lifestyle. It's crazy. They just making up fake jobs just to fund shit. Social media making women crazy. Facts. Dude, social media has been making women crazy, bro. You know what it's doing it the most, and this is the scariest part. I got to get to this next video. The scariest part that the social media is making women do is making them have it's called FOMO. When I used to do door-to-door sales, the first thing he taught me was FOMO. He said that when you tell somebody, when you go to a door, and we were selling fiber optic internet, AT&T, he said when you go to the door, mention that the other neighbor just bought it too, and that they told me to come over here and just to tell you what they got, because people fear of missing out. People see that it's like keeping up with the Joneses. Everybody else got something they wanted too. Another guy just came to my house the other day. He was like, oh, your solar panel, the guy next door, he just got his installed. He said, I'm like, bro, look, I already know the strip. I used to do this shit too. I used to go door to door as well, bro. I know how it works. Of course you're lying to me, G. But I don't have the fear of missing out. I don't care what the neighbors have. But that's what they do. So for women on social media, a lot of them have a fear. They see everyone's highlight reel. They see, oh, she got a big booty. She looks cute. I want to look cute too. I want a big booty. I want that attention. I like black men. Because these women are fantasizing about us. They want the perfect guy. I'm like, they not going to get it. You looking for a black dude and you trying to scope into a perfect dude. Now we here to dick you out, girl. We ain't here to really stay with you now. The same reason why you want me, the same reason that girl want me. We want y'all. You know what I'm saying? So what they doing is each of them are fetishizing about a lifestyle. So they all start fetishizing about the lifestyle. Sorry. That's just what it is, G. Believe me, I know. I live it every day. I'm a privileged black man, let's say, and gifted in all aspects, including knowledge. It's your boy, Angel Savage. Tell me what y'all think about this in the comment section. Let's go over to this next one. It seems like Donald Trump is canceling the bipartisan housing bill until the Save America Act is passed. Now, look, this is a slippery one here. This one is a slippery one. Let's play the video and keep it going. It's your boy, Angelo Savage. Let's go.
We have breaking news. President Trump says he won't sign the housing affordability bill until Congress passes his voter ID law. The House and Senate passed that housing bill in rare, overwhelmingly bipartisan votes. It aims to address the nation's housing shortage by increasing the supply of homes and providing grants to turn vacant buildings into affordable housing. President Trump was scheduled to sign the bill at noon today, but now he says that's canceled. White House correspondent Karen Travers is here for more on that. Hi, Karen, what's the latest?
Diane, the president was set to sign this bill just after noon today, and 2 hours before he was going to do it, he announced on social media that he will not sign the bill. He will not have that event on Capitol Hill. This, he says, is because he wants to see lawmakers pass the Save America Act, which he calls a national emergency. The Save America Act requires proof of citizenship before registering to vote. And this demand from the president is something he has been making since March, calling on lawmakers to pass that legislation or else he would not sign anything. Now, earlier today, the president called this housing legislation of minor importance, downplaying it, even though it's the first legislation of its kind in decades, and it certainly passed Congress with overwhelming bipartisan support and has really been touted as a major deal. And there was great fanfare expected today for this signing. But the president now has a choice. Does he veto this legislation, or does he do nothing and just not sign it? And that's important there. One, it passed with veto-proof majority, so if he does veto it, Congress could take it up again and pass it again. Or if he doesn't sign it, they have then 10 days where then nothing happens and it would become law. So we have to wait and see exactly what the president's going to do. We, of course, have asked the White House if he does intend to veto this legislation, Diane, and we don't have an answer yet.
Karen, this is sure to dominate the president.
Well, let's say this, right? So Trump is not wrong, but he's not right. And let's explain why he's not wrong. He's not wrong because the housing bill is not really that important, to be honest. Like, it is, but it's not. It really just frees up kind of funding and space for people to buy homes. But there's a whole reason why there's not a lot of homes available. So this is like a minor discrepancy. Good thing they agreed on it, that's fine. But it isn't imminent. It's not something that can cause a disruption in our world. You got to understand the whole war in Iran. I mean, the whole Iran thing with the gas prices. That's more of a problem for us. The federal rate. That's a problem for us. You know what I'm saying? The percentage that we get on kind of like debt. Those are more problems for us. It's way more serious than the housing crisis. There's not really a housing crisis, but I will say to not allow BlackRock and all of them buy up the houses. That's a big thing, but it's not imminent, let's say. Now, if Trump was right in the aspect that, Trump was right in the aspect that this is more important. Yes, Save America Act is way more important due to the fact that he's saying that you need to be an American citizen in order to vote into an American election, at least federally. Now, is he wrong for asking for that? Because he's saying that if y'all can do this fast, y'all can do this fast. And we're not asking for much. And let me tell you the opposite of this. Obama, what's his name? Newsom of California governor. He has required it illegal. It is illegal to ask for somebody's ID when they're voting. Now, if you're a legal citizen, why would it be illegal to ask somebody for their identification to vote in a federal election? We're dictating who's going to be the next governor, who's going to be the midterm election. These are important things now. Who's going to be in the Senate? Who's going to be in the House? That's what is dictating. So why wouldn't someone need an ID to vote in said things? Because you know fraud is going to happen. And if they required it, so what you do is you lessen it up completely. It's that, I guarantee you, Google it. He made it completely illegal to ask someone for their ID when they're voting. I said, so how do you know who and who is not supposed to be voting? That's the point. Do y'all see what's going on here? I put these videos in order so you can understand what's going on. I literally went from bad to lesser bad to lesser bad, but they're all correlated in the same way that doesn't benefit us at all, right? And the situation at hand is very important. I think the Save America Act is very more important because we have the midterm election coming up soon. and they're just holding their and let's say this too. I did a little research. The Save America Act was announced at the end of January 2026 this year. And the act of the housing bill, bipartisan bill, it was enacted about 3 months after that. But look how fast that the bipartisan housing bill went through, but the Save America Act didn't go through at all. Well, and it's also due to some, let's say, Republicans. So we can't, without fault, some Republicans didn't agree on it. So they need to come to an agreement where they can adjust this bill somehow that they can all agree. Because what we should not agree on is that our elections can be screwed up by saying that we shouldn't even ID individuals to vote for the country and who's going to be in power. That I feel like we're losing integrity for our country. We're allowing anything and everything. And when everything goes, trouble flows. Facts. Now, why would we be sitting here thinking that trouble won't come from us not IDing individuals to vote for our country? Literally. Say, for instance, I'm voting for our governor next election, the midterm election. And I'm also voting for who's going to be representing us in the House of Representatives in the state of Illinois. If I'm not being ID'd, and I go there every time and I ask, you don't need my ID? They're like, no, we just go based on your name and the address that you said that you live in. I said, wow, that's funny because I gave you the wrong address because I didn't legally switch my address over or whatever. But the thing is, it's like, I'm who I am, but the thing is, you didn't ask me. And I'm trying to give you the information to tell you who I am, and you don't want to take it. I could lie to you simply, and you would just believe it, and that's a vote counted. That's fraud, G. That's voter fraud. I'm literally dictating who's going to be the governor of the third biggest state of Illinois, of the United States. Why wouldn't you ID me? It doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? You know, and that's why we have a non-immigrant. I mean, an immigrant that is a non-born American as the mayor of the biggest city in America. I want y'all to understand the imminent threat that we're allowing. Not only have we allowed the enemy to come in through COVID and rush in through the last year of Biden's presidency, we allowed them to use our Medicaid and Medicare without putting anything first effort. They haven't been funding it, yet they get to use it, and that's fine, I guess. And what can I do about it? I'm just complaining. But the thing is, we need to understand what is going on. They're making our Americans fat, because other countries, they come in, they don't eat like that. They don't believe what we believe. They believe in family. They don't believe in the LGBTQ stuff. They believe in family. They don't eat that bad, and then they stay focused. So they take the job. We're getting rid of we're wiping clean of the Americans that live here. Let me know if I'm wrong. We're wiping clean of all the ones that are here at the moment. It only makes sense. We're allowing them to do it. If we didn't want them to do it, we would restrict them from doing it. If you didn't want our elections to end up in a lot of fraud and false, because what happens later? What happens when we get a president that we find out halfway through his election or his term that the results were fraud? What do? They're already in power. See, we shouldn't even get to that stage. And I feel like that the Supreme Court should put their head in there even more, but they're not. The birthright citizenship thing is a crime. So it's like you're incentivizing people to do all the negative stuff. So back to the analogy I said before, when you're a good employee at a job, those are the individuals that actually get the least amount of respect. And those are the ones that get in trouble the most, even though they do the most work. While the lazy individuals in the company get the raises, no one's looking at them slacking, and they're still going to get as much as you, and they did nothing. Literally. This is a downfall of our community as Americans, bro. I think that we're celebrating the 250th, and I love this country, but I'm ashamed of this country. Because if you compare this country to other countries, and I'm not talking about protection-wise, and I'm not talking about culture-wise, I'm talking about how our integrity of a country as a whole has been slowly deteriorating. We don't want borders no more. We don't want to stop people from being unhealthy anymore. We are incentivizing degenerate behavior. We want indiscriminate sex. We love abortions. What's going on? Like I told somebody, I said, if the rapture's coming, the guy coming to America first and wiping us out, because we're the most sinning. We sinning the most in the world is here in America, bro. I think our demise is coming soon. I hope not. I love this country. 250 years, man. We've done a lot. But I feel like the demise of America is coming very, very soon, and we're going to see it. It's kind of like that Back to the Future. I don't know if it's the second one or the third one. The Back to the Future, when he came back and the dude had the book and he controlled his trash cans everywhere. He ruined all because he stole that book and knew where to bet because he knew the future. It's a sticky world, man. So look back to the Donald Trump thing. I think that he shouldn't hold the bipartisan housing bill. And this is my verdict. I don't think he should be holding the housing bill for ransom, but he do need for them to hurry the hell up with that, because this is imminent. The midterm election is coming. It's only right. I'm not gonna be honest. I'm not against it because the president of the United States should not be telling you we should not have people not be citizens. If they're citizens, they have nothing to worry about. Literally. If they're citizens, they have nothing to worry about. And use what is it called? Mail-in ballots for the people, disabled veterans, old people, people that have no choice but to do it that way. Because that's where all the fraud's coming from. I'm be honest, this country's going down a really big shithole. It's best to you to get your money and remove it from this room of atmosphere. Change your dollar, and they wouldn't once America started taking their dollar and started changing it into Chinese dollars. Oh yeah, then there's going to be a problem. Then they see that, oh man, Americans are taking their money, they're putting it into gold, silver, other assets away from the USD, because the United States cannot promise their Americans a future. We can't promise you're going to have Social Security. We can't promise you that this fraud is going to stop. We can say we're working towards it, but we can't promise that it's going to stop. We can't even promise that we can't promise it because we're not doing anything about them to stop it. We're incentivizing them to do it. Just saying. I don't know. I'm gonna put that on your head top. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Tell me what y'all think about that, man. It's just a loose screw, man. I just think that our country and it's kind of sad. The older I get, I'm only 28 years old, by the way, for those that don't understand. About to be 29. And I think it's like fruit from a poisonous tree. The same freedom that we so want is the same freedom that traps us. The freedom that we want to free us is the same freedom that traps us. So the availability to have sex with whoever you want, the availability to do whatever you want. Oh, I need a bigger booty. Okay, got the bigger booty now. Now you're getting attention, sexual attention, because not real attention. You're sad. Oh, I think I'm this when I'm that. No. I'm going to advise it. I'm going to increase, like, okay, you think you're this? Well, as the government, let me fund your transition instead of treating your problem. Oh, you're fat? You're poor? You want snacks? It's going to make you weak and not energetic and not want to work. Oh, here's more of those snacks that takes away your aura, takes away your sweets. You are what you eat. And if you a honey bun, nigga, you a honey bun. You know what I'm saying? This might go over y'all head now. But it's okay. Not everybody will understand what's going on. But if you do understand, I need you to hit that subscribe button, because I'm talking that shit for you now. I'm not talking nothing that ain't true. Only the real men and women that are out here and understand that they're part of the system understands this. Literally. If you're NPC, then you're going to say it in my chat right now, you ain't even going to subscribe. Facts. Because you don't understand. You don't understand what's going on. This is a mystery to you. It's like telling you that Santa Claus is not real. You don't believe it. It's too far. It's so far out from your realm of understanding that you're gonna be like, nah, this can't be true. Ain't no way the government just taking our money and giving it to people to fund their bad habits. And then when their bad habits come into health problems, we fund that too. Like, I told that to someone. I asked them, I said, you know where your money goes, right? You fund Section 8. Believe me, I was a Section 8 baby. I know where the fund is coming from. It's coming from the middle class individuals that are paying for it. Yeah. What do you think EBT is coming from? Do you think the poor is paying for the poor? No. The masses are paying for the poor, which are the middle class. It's just proper understanding of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? It's not even, you don't even have to be no genius to understand this. You should just know where your money's going. Just see, it's all public, most of it. But then you have to put I'm street knowledge too. I'm street smart. So you got to put 2 to 2 together now. Like, okay, why would he force people to get mental health evaluations from 3 to 12 grade and then make his brother-in-law the only person that can give those tests? That's crazy. He just made a requirement that was not a requirement and gave it to a family member to capitalize. And who suffers? You know what I'm saying? It's just another reason to drug your kids, keep them medicated. Remove firearms from your home for you don't fight back. So it's your boy Savage. Tell me what y'all think about this in the comment section, man. It's just, it's a wicked world, man. Make sure you subscribe, man, if you one of them smarties. I want to end by saying this, right? Because I'm gonna get off pretty soon. I want to end by saying this: Are you willing to be free? I want you to ask yourself: do you want to be free? Let me clean this off real quick. Do you want to be free? And if the answer is yes, if the answer is slightly yes, then you need to move, and you need to move fast. You have a range of time that you can get focused, and that time to be focused is right now. If you waste time, believe me, I work with elderly people all day long. I've been working for them for years. I see what happens when they waste time. I'm watching them like, wow, what did you do in your youth? Oh, now I just drank all my life. I'm like, you're dying now. Do you understand this? If you don't stay ready, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And they understand this. It takes a wise individual. A wise man learns from the mistakes of others. A smart man learns from his own mistakes. I don't have to learn through my mistakes. I see yours already. Why learn from mine when I see your mistakes? I already know not to do it. I understand the trap that they're putting us in. I'm gonna be honest. I'm so skeptical of the government. I'm like, I don't want to do anything that involves government and implementation. Like other than voting, keeping me in registration. Like I said, like my ideas on marriage. Sometimes my ideas on marriage is like, man, I'm not anti-marriage. I'm just anti-governmental marriage. Like, let's do this outside the courts because they're incentivizing you to win and to disrupt me. And if they can get into your brain, they're going to mess up my pockets and have me start over. Let's decentivize you to do that. Let's just make this a marriage in front of Jesus Christ, just like it should be. Yours is yours, mine is mine. But what's happening is these norms, they're preaching the old school norms with the new school attitude and the women that we have here. That's a problem. And there's a lot of lazy dudes. Like, I'll be at work, women tell me about their men and shit. I'd be like, man, that dude lazy, if that's the truth. I'd be like, man, why dudes ain't on their shit? They make niggas like me look like superheroes because we're willing to sacrifice our life for the betterment of the future of the family. We're willing to hustle. I'd rather, look, I'm in the pursuit of happiness at the moment. I don't want to stop until I'm there. This is my pursuit of happiness. Y'all see me on YouTube? It's my calling to come in here to tell y'all this. I was told by God himself internally to come here and preach this shit because it keeps being on every time I run away from it, every time I try to escape, it pulls me back in and said, nah. Why are you keep always trying to educate people? It's like, because it's in your spirit. It's in your soul. That's your purpose. Keep spreading the word. Make sure everybody wakes the hell up, because if they don't wake up, they're going to look up and everybody's confused. Everybody's going to lose. Unfortunately, I didn't learn this until I left my community. When I left my community, I started hanging around the Filipinos, the Indians, the Africans, the Hispanics. It all started to click. And I said, wow, we all do this differently. Why can't we do this in our community? All right, you must leave home to learn. You come back home with the bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? I'm hunting. I come back, I serve the plate. You hear me? All I'm saying, man, is what y'all willing to do for your tomorrow. Don't even think about tomorrow. Prep for tomorrow and leave it there. Think about what you're going to do today. One baby step at a time. I tell people, if they're like, what's the word? I say, hey, man, one day at a time. And I know that's what they say in AA. I'm not no AA or nothing, but I always tell them one day at a time. I don't even worry about tomorrow. I prep for tomorrow, but I don't worry about it because I could not be here. I could be here. And you know what? It lowered my stress to a minimum. I don't stress about nothing. I just worry about the next 24. And then I go from there. And I want y'all to understand that too. There's a force that are working against you. It can be a demonic spirit. It can be a governmental spirit. I say it's a mixture of both. Now, I want you to take this information and use this information and get ahead or be left behind because whether you know it or not, the train is moving. So if you get on it or not, that's up to you totally. And that's up to the society and whatever you have. If you're a man and you know that your need and your requirement is supposed to be here to provide for your family, then you need to think and you need to think fast. Use AI. Think longer. Think faster. Because what's happening right now is the government is realizing we're catching on. And since we're catching on, it's for them that feels like they must extract more faster. I don't think y'all understand. Just start doing the numbers. Everything you see, like, don't complain about, oh, man, the gas went up. Oh, man, the eggs went up. Oh, man, the taxes of the city went up. You just worry about if it goes back down. That's it. Look at your property tax. I'm like, is this hindering me or is this making me progress? Maybe it's not time for me to live this fairy tale dream that I was told I was supposed to live. Maybe I'm not supposed to get married right now. Why was I forced to do this? Was this totally in my soul? Is this what I want? And is the person I'm with really on board? Is she do or die? Did I test her out enough? Did I put her through the ringer to understand she wouldn't leave because it's a risk on my life if she decides to step out? I must start over if she decides that. How do I decentivize such actions? Gracefully. I want you guys to think about that, man, because I see a world in the future where there's going to be a lot of poor people. And I don't mean little poor. I mean $60,000 and you're still poor people. $70,000 and you're still poor people. You get what I'm saying? It's like the universe is forcing you to make more money if you understand what's going on. And if you don't, you will figure out eventually. We cannot live the lifestyle that way. Like the 100,000 equivalent to right now ain't nothing really. People are like, oh, 100,000. Hey, lower your expenses. I lower my just lower your expenses if you can and stack your bread. You're going to have to sacrifice something. Nothing goes without sacrifice. You think you're going to run in this world and you think you're going to win. You're not going to win unless you sacrifice something. It could be your time. It can be your time with your family, your girl, your friends, time playing a video game, you beating your bun, anything. It don't really matter, but it needs to be a sacrifice in order for you to come ahead. Because at the end of the day, if you're sitting there thinking that you're going to smoke and drink and chill and watch TV all day and still be successful, you got it misconstrued it, sir or ma'am. That's never going to happen. Why would you think that? All the successful people prior to you they don't do that. So maybe you wanted to take your own path. You know what I mean? So I think everybody should focus on the goal at hand. Stay focused, find your goals, find your purpose, and go towards it full throttle. You're your own AI first before AI. You're your own brain cell. You got to use your brain in order to conquer. When you're not physically strong, you must use another muscle, and this is the brain muscle. So I want you guys to understand what's going on in this world, and this the Savage Show. This that Savage Night News. That's that. Yeah, this that SNN. And because I say this, I want y'all to understand that if you a like-minded individual like myself, man, y'all just join me in the Savage Foundation and the Savage family and hit that subscribe button. Because we're not going to sugarcoat nothing over here. I'm not going to let my people get finessed. You get educated on this side of town. Facts. We ain't sugarcoating shit over here in this part of Chicago. This is the part of Chicago that they get shunned upon. We get canceled because we talking that truth. Yeah, but we talk it anyway. We know what needs to be happening. We're going to do what needs to happen. So if y'all think y'all too far-fetched to the left, man, or y'all need to get back to the middle or the center, man, join a team. Join the Savage family right now, man. Y'all better hit that subscribe button, man. I'm not joking around. This shit get real, man. It's getting real in the field. That's why I'm keeping y'all updated on daily news. I'm keeping me updated on daily news. I'm telling you how you can get more money. I'm telling you what's going on in the society so you can get your mind right. Don't get nervous. Get prepared. It's your boy Angelo Savage, man. Y'all stay focused. Y'all stay lit. And y'all stay savage, man. It's your boy Angelo Savage, man. We out of here. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Appreciate the love. I'm going to read the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video for the YouTube algorithm, man. Y'all, peace. I'm going to read these comments real quick. We're going to get out of here for the night. All right. We got AJ in the action. Unfortunately, I have an idea that something is coming where 80% of us are in a real trouble. I don't know if there's a way to stop it either. He also said, like I say, focus, but I think I'm getting closer to the end game. Look, I wouldn't even think that far, buddy. Like I said, one day at a time. Don't even get nervous about nothing. Just know that if you're working towards your goal, get it done. And the goal has to be so big. They say aim for the moon. So if you don't make it, you land on the stars. That means you work so hard that it's almost undeniably that you're going to be successful in any endeavor. So that's why I say, hey, just throw a Hail Mary and put all your effort and all your energy to it like you mean it. Treat life like school. You learn and then you earn. You know what I'm saying? Treat life like school. Don't just sit around begging for $1. This lady I was at, and this is a story real quick, I'm gonna get off. I was getting Dunkin'. I was getting iced coffee today with my son. This lady pull up and she just sit on the curb. She got a little swish in her hand. And she asked for some money. And usually I don't give people money to ask for money because I think money is earned. But I just looked at it. I'm like, I'm feeling good today. My vibe is good. Everybody's been auraing. Everybody's aura has been great for me today. And I feel generous right now. I usually don't give money, like I said. And I look at her. And as I give her the fin, which is $5 in Chicago terms, as I give her $5, because she was just asking for $1, but I gave her $5 anyway. And I said, life is and I always hit a nigga with the motivational shit. I said, hey, life is about choices, whether good or bad. That's up to you to decide. And I just gave her that fin. Hey, she gonna sleep on that, hopefully, because I already knew what she was doing with it. She rolling up a swisher, asking for money. You're not focused, ma'am. I'm not saying I won't give you the money. I'm just saying that you're not. Life is about decisions. Now, what you do with this money is up to you. Totally. It's out of my hand. I don't really care, to be honest. Buy drugs with it, do what you want to do. I already understand the situation when I gave it to you. But what I told you probably stick to you more. Life is about decisions, good or bad. Maybe it's time for you to start making good decisions. You know, some people just need a word of wisdom. There's times that I'm always talking to women at work and I'm telling them words of wisdom, and then they'll come back a week or two later and be like, remember when you said that 2.5 weeks ago at around 3 o'clock? I'm like, nah, I don't remember. Because I say this shit I say wisdom shit all the time to myself. I preach it to myself and I preach it to everybody around me. So I don't know when I told you wisdom stuff, but they'll tell me some stuff that I said 2-3 weeks ago. They're like, you remember you said this? I did that because you said this. I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? Because I'm only speaking wisdom to these individuals. I'm only speaking life into these people. I want you to do better. I have no incentive to make people do worse. I don't look at people like that. I don't look at people and be like, man, how can I take advantage of this person? Like, who thinks that way? That's crazy. I'm thinking like, man, how can this person become a better person to help other people? Because I might bless your soul even with a word, and then you go bless somebody else, hopefully. If not, it's the butterfly effect. Whatever happens, happens. I can't affect anything other than the things I say. I'm not going to react to you bad. I'm either going to give you my money or I'm not going to give you my money. But with this money comes a little message. Hey, man, life is full of decisions, good or bad. Which one you going to take? Now take this fan and get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, it's your boy Angelo Savage, man. Enough of my preaching tonight, man. We're going to be back on tomorrow for another episode of the Savage Daily News. Yes. Yep. Every day. Every night. We've been on a streak lately. I made myself a goal. I've been doing YouTube for about over a year and a half now almost, and consistently at least. And I made myself a goal this month because it's my birthday month. I said I'm going to go from the 1st to the 30th. We're going to go every day live. And this has been the most successful month since I've been on YouTube. Facts. The time that I just, and this is, no one's told me to do this shit. I just sat down and said, I'm going to give myself a challenge. Let me give a 30-day consistently going live challenge. And I'm on day 25 out of 30. So I'm just saying, y'all, just push yourself to the limit. Don't even, just little goals, little accomplishments. Like I'm going to get up, fold my clothes up. I'm going to brush my teeth, and I'm going to stretch today. Tomorrow I'm going to get up, stretch, and meditate. Tomorrow I'm going to get up, stretch, meditate, and pray. You know what I'm saying? So start giving yourself little tasks and little goals that achieve, you know what I mean? So you can accomplish, to know you can even do it. Because that just puts you one more step in front of the people that aren't willing to do it. Eventually, all this shit gonna make sense. It's like we just do it until we can't do it, man. This is our, we gotta sacrifice something. And sometimes you gotta kill yourself. Pause. Not that way. You gotta get rid of that last mentality that you had when you were younger. You're no longer younger. You're a new person. This is you 2.0. And if this is you 2.0, then you need to show yourself that you're worthy of the blessings that's coming in your life. It's your boy Angelo Savage. We out for the night, man. Y'all stay smooth out here, man. I appreciate the love and everything in the chat. I'm going to get back with y'all tomorrow night for the Savage Night News, SNN. This is Angelo Savage. This is the Savage Report, actually. Yes, this is Savage Report, Savage Night News, and it's your boy Angelo Savage. All right, we out for the night. I appreciate the love, man. Y'all be smooth out here, man. Peace. Y'all.